And we are back here, folks. The score is 2-2 in here at Memorial Stadium. We've got an exciting game here for you on CUTV. Clarion down 2-0 coming into the second half. Tied it up on a Tears of Blackstone. Well, she was all alone. The goalie misplayed it. I wouldn't even say a breakaway. She was all alone. The goalie wasn't even in front of her. And then a beautiful header by Nikita Bonnell to tie the game up here. And I want to thank you, everybody here, for tuning in to CUTV on our soccer senior night. It's also our senior night here at CUTV, the last game that for soccer at least that a lot of the seniors here at CUTV will be covering. I know it'll be my last game here as long as we've got a whole list of seniors here at CUTV that will be leaving in May or really in December. We've got a couple leaving in December, Jason.
Yeah, and I actually look up to I'm looking up to the seniors as you see them here
Yeah,
on the TV screen.
All of our great seniors: Britt Seahall, Becca Burkott, Morgan Daner, myself, Matt Kanaler, our wonderful director Bree Lehman, Tyler Lobdell, and Mike Nicolazzo, who is still with us, Jason. He is standing out in the freezing cold, is Mike, and I want to thank all the seniors. I've worked with a lot of you guys for 4 years, or even 3 years at that. And, it's been such a blast here to be able to call soccer and work with you in other aspects here as Clarion takes possession, driving down in and giving chase to that ball. One of the substitutions here for Coach Eaton, Katie Chambers, into the game. And and they will have, Clarion will take possession there. Chambers looking for somebody to pass to. Chambers finds the foot of, eventually Jordan Barr there as Blackstone gives chase to it. And Barr just plays that ball, but Kat Warner drives it in off the foot of a Lockhaven defender here. That was Haley Rolfe, and driving down, and Rolfe gives chase there, but it is cleared out by Alexa Ream. Finds Nikita Bonnell, who settles it beautifully, and streaking across the field is Kelly Antonucci. Antonucci seeing her first game time here in overtime. Coach Eaton giving some of the tired legs that have played a lot here in this, the second half, and in the first half, some rest here for Clarion. And they will have a throw in here. That is Alyssa Spencer on the far sideline. She's looking. She finds Antonucci. Antonucci bounces it off a Lockhaven defender, and the ball will dribble down and taken by Lockhaven. That is Randa Miller, and the ball will go out off the foot of a Clarion defender and will be driven in. And Jason, as we said before the break, we have overtime here at Memorial Stadium. 2-2 is the score. Next goal wins.
And two halves, I believe. If they're the 10-minute, 10-minute halves.
I believe it's one.
It's only one.
I believe, yeah. But Clarion will, next goal wins. It is sudden death here, and we will bring it with you. We will be with you for the completion of this game as Lockhaven will throw the ball in, trying to looking for somebody, and finds the foot of Tears of Blackstone, bounces it right off, and cleared out there by Meg Lawson. Meg Lawson, Jason, has played the entire game for Coach Eaton, and really the senior has proved invaluable for the Golden Eagles here. As Clarion dumps it in, Jordan Barr working there on Jamie Hunter, and the ball cleared out and giving Clarion trying to give chase here and put pressure on the Lockhaven defense. And driving in, and Jordan Barr will take that. And the ball in there. Jamie Fisher got a foot on it. Laura Salso came out and hugged that ball close there as heading in, she's just tying her shoe. I thought we had an injury down there for the Golden Eagles. I thought Taylor Irick was down, but she's just tying her shoe. We've seen a lot of shoes come untied today. Jason, showed what hard battles there are for the balls, and players stepping on other players and whatnot. And Lockhaven looking for possession. Ball cleared in there by Madison Taylor, and it goes out off the foot of Haley Myers. And so Clarion will have the goal kick here, and we are just about 3 minutes into this overtime period here on CUTV at Memorial Stadium. We've got a tied game, and somebody's going to win it, or at least they're going to tie.
Goal.
And ball there, and Kat Warner really didn't get a lot of foot on it there, and Bonnell just kind of drives it, gets just a little bit of a foot on it there, battling for it as the ball will go out, and we will have a throw in here for Clarion. And taking that as she has all night, Jordan Barr throwing it in. And here's some of the fans here giving encouragement to Clarion, saying win every, fight for every ball, win the ball there. And Emily Chambers really, or excuse me, Katie Chambers, got two players confused there, but Katie Chambers really driving in the ball there, playing good defense. She's seen real limited minutes this year, and driving the ball just goes out, and that was off the foot of Madison Taylor, and Taylor just kind of upset with herself on that one there. So throwing for Clarion, and the ball will go off the foot of Irick down to Lockhaven, and it will eventually roll out down harmlessly there. So Clarion will have to throw in just a little deeper in their own zone now.
And this game is getting really intense here between these two teams.
And a bad clear there by Alexa Ream, and that was Rhiannon Miller with a shot there, curved right into the arms of Laura Sasso, but still not a bad shot by Miller. There's Alexa Ream, failed to clear the ball again. That was what gave Lockhaven the second goal there in the first half, and a beautiful header there by Kathleen Warner, who's moved up into the midfield now for Coach Eaton to Meg Lawson, giving chase to that ball, and just kind of lost the defender when she went down to one knee. And Jordan Barr takes possession here for Clarion.
And if you noticed on that shot, actually Laura Sasso was on the other side of the net, so she had to come all the way over to make that save in the rain. That's a very dangerous situation in a golden goal overtime.
And they're throwing here by Clarion, and the ball just goes out. And it will be Lockhaven's ball. Not a good throw in there by Barr, one of the few she's had tonight that haven't been real good. And throwing it in here for Clarion will be Harley Rolfe.
And we're halfway now through this overtime period, so let's see what goes on now, coming down late into this the second half of this period.
And we will have a throw in here for Clarion as the ball went out off of Lockhaven, as Clarion was able to clear it out here. And we'll have a throw in. Barr really getting some upper arm workouts tonight here, as the ball just kind of pooched up in the air there by Miller, and Sasso will come out and take the ball and wait for her team to set up on offense and reset. And rugby style kicks that we've seen Laura Sasso do so many times tonight and this season. And the ball there, really, that was Taylor trying to split two defenders, and both Kat Warner and Katie Chambers really coming up on the ball and really doing a good job of shutting her down. And she's been such a potent threat here. And Clarion will have, I believe they said, yes, they will have a throw-in. No, Jason, I'm wrong again. Thought they signaled for the corner kick and waved it off, but they will have their now 9th corner kick of the night here from that far side, the dark side of the field. Ball goes up, and Schultz gets a head on it and clears it out there, as Clarion will take possession. Crisis averted, well, at least for now, as that was Irick had to clear the ball out and really didn't have any other play to do it, but has to make the Bald Eagles set up here again as the ball thrown in for Lockhaven.
The fans are really getting into this now with the final 3 minutes now coming up, as we just hit the 3-minute mark that's left in this overtime period.
And Lockhaven trying to get something set up there. Playing the ball is Miller there, and working against Katie Chambers. And again that was Haley Myers working against Chambers there, and Chambers really doing a good job on defense there, as Barr steps up there and just muscles Taylor off the ball there, and the ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to say Clarion touched it last. Clarion doesn't really believe that, but the ball rolling out. So throw in there, high throw headed by Clarion. And Jason, you see a good job there, and the ball will go out, and they're going to give Lockhaven another corner kick as we roll up on 2 minutes here left in overtime. And taking this corner kick will be Madison Taylor for Clarion. That is their 10th of the game. Ball goes up, it goes high, and it goes clear out, goes wide of the goal, off the header by Laura Sasso, by Jordan Barr. And the drive in goes right to Sasso again there, as Miller tried to drive in and catch Sasso napping, but Laura Sasso said, I will have none of that, and you will have none and like it here as they drive in. And Lockhaven looking to take possession again, and we have a whistle and a foul on the play here. Ball will be taken by Clarion, as we roll inside a minute and a half here in overtime. So Clarion looking to try to get one last rush here, and taking the free kick again here will be Kathleen Warner.
Seems as if Lock Haven has been outplaying Clarion in this overtime so far, getting more chances than Clarion has had in this 10-minute period. As we are now at 1 minute left in this overtime.
And you see Jason there on the free kick. Lock Haven not trying to get fooled again. Mora really just stepping up and blasting the ball back down in, and cleared out there by Spencer. Giving chase to it is Bonnell, and touching it first will be the Lock Haven defender, Taylor Ludlam there, and the ball dribbling down in. Ream just clears it back to Laura Salsa, who's trying to set up her offense there, and she just dumps the bag out to Alyssa Spencer. And we are at 30 seconds left in overtime here at Memorial Stadium, folks. Score tied. Still 2-2 here as Clarion tries to win and take out Lock Haven and end up over Lock Haven for the first time in the standings, at least in school history here. And the ball rattling around midfield there. Clarion just kind of playing keep away at this point. We are at 10 seconds left in the half, folks. And Lock Haven trying to get one final dump in. They've got one final jump. Jordan Barr misplays the header.
Offside.
And they have an offside there. Jordan Barr tried to get the header, sent it the other way, but sent it right to the defender. So,
and we will have another. We will have a second.
We will have a second overtime. I was incorrect on that.
Teams will switch sides. And
teams
get
will
10
switch.
more minutes to get your
10 more minutes, folks. We have a 2-minute break here. We're going to keep it right here on CUTV. And Jason, we've seen such an exciting game.
Yeah.
And before we go and talk about it, we're going to send it right to a quick commercial break here on CUTV.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Folks, at Memorial Stadium, the score is still 2-2 as we are heading to the second overtime here in this final matchup at home for Clarion as they take on Lock Haven. And alongside me, Mike Friend, we have Jason Croft. Jason, you're calling your first game here, and I don't think you could have had a much more exciting first game.
No, game's going to the second half of the overtime periods. Golden goal, next goal wins. If not, we will end up with a tie. And I did want to talk to you about the, you said this might be the first time if Clarion wins that they pass Lock Haven in the PSAC standings. Now, my question is, I know most of Lock Haven's teams actually switched this past year to the east side, PSAC East. So is that the situation here in the soccer standings?
I can't exactly. I'm just going by what Coach Eaton said, and said, total points wise, I think he's looking at the PSAC as a whole, the soccer schools in the PSAC. So, but still, east, west, north, south, whoever it is, if they end up with more points than Lock Haven, who really in soccer has become such a rival here for Clarion, it'd be, the seniors could go home happy. And we are ready to start here, folks. The teams have switched sides, and the goalies are heading to their nets. And you see the fans are getting more excited here, Jason. More excited. I've seen them all night. Everybody wanting this Clarion to end up with the final goal of the game here as we are tied at 2-2 here on CUTV.
It's a very exciting game, and I'm ready to hopefully Clarion can get one in the back of the net in the next 10 minutes, go home with a victory tonight.
And the shot and the ball there just goes off the foot of Samantha Biondi, and we have a whistle, and we will have a throw-in for Clarion here. Taking that will be Alyssa Spencer. And you see Jason, the ball just getting a little bit slick there as Spencer wiping it off and rubbing it on her jersey there. And, something we've, talked about all night is the weather conditions here, as it's really lightened to about a mist. It almost looks like it's snowing out there, and as cold as it is, it very well could be. And we will have a throw-in now for Lock Haven as the ball Spencer threw in went off the foot of a Clarion player.
That'd be something. Soccer in the snow.
And as long as it's not lightning, they will play. Here as Laura Stossel takes the ball and looks to set up her offense again. And Jason, if you take a look at where Lock Haven and Clarion scored their goals, it's all been at the one side of the stadium here. And we have a whistle here, and Clarion taking a free kick. We'll have another free kick, and taking will be Kathleen Warner. And she dumps it into Spencer as Lock Haven is still trying to set up there. And Spencer dives it in, and the ball right there taken by Wozniak. Taken very similar to the goal she gave up that tied the game up here off the header of Nikita Bonnell, and the ball cleared in there by Meg Lawson.
And yeah, and actually I didn't actually notice that until you mentioned it now, that all the goals were scored on that side of the field, our right side here, as we look at the TV, the way Clarion is going. So maybe that has something to do with it tonight, Mike.
And definitely, you have to figure Laura Stossel hasn't given up a goal since late in the first period. I don't want to jinx her here, so we're going to knock on wood. But we do have a foul there as Kathleen Warner just a little too aggressive there as she muscled Biondi off the ball. So, but, Wozniak for Lock Haven really has to be thinking, okay, this is where I gave up the 2 goals in the night, both kind of, silly mistakes, and, Clarion's being aggressive. And, really got to be thinking about that as the ball cleared in there and will be taken by Clarion as Taylor Irick drives it out, finds the foot of, she's looking for Blackstone, but finds the foot of Morrow instead. And Lock Haven will retain possession there as a good job there by Clarion. And Blackstone driving ahead, and Wozniak slid to try to slide tackle there, and Blackstone went down. If Wozniak would have missed that ball, Jason, Blackstone would have been home free to take the shot because she had the defenders beat. But really, that's another good opportunity here for Clarion, as we will have a throw in here by the Golden Eagles. And it's one of those things where it's the little things that matter. The communication for the Golden Eagles here in the second half and the overtimes, as we are inside 7 minutes left in the overtime here. Excuse me. As we drive, and Aubrey Monty back in the game for Clarion, driving down, and we have and we do have an offsides whistle here. Clarion thought they stayed on sides here for a minute, but the offsides will draw the free kick here for Lock Haven, and taking that will be Taylor Ludlam, and driving it in is Madison Taylor, who's been incredibly dangerous tonight, as she looks for Rhiannon Miller. Miller working on Jordan Barr, and that's been exciting all night too. A lot of exciting matchups here tonight. When you look at the shot, and the shot by Taylor just goes right to the hands of Laura Stossel. Laura Stossel, she must be seeing beach balls out there right now, Jason. She has, a couple of difficult saves there early in the second half, but really the last couple saves she's made, she's caught them. Just really seeing the ball well tonight.
Yeah, and it seems if she has settled down since that first half, since those 2 goals to 1. That was a beautiful goal by Lock Haven, sailed right over her head. Nothing she can do about that. And the other one was not a great defensive performance on Clarion's part, which led to that goal.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like Stossel has calmed down.
And definitely, and now the ball taken there by Taylor. Taylor working against Mackenzie Stover, who's back in the game, seeing her first action since the first half here. The senior is Stover, and cleared out by Alyssa Spencer, and now taken by Haley Myers. And the ball working right there. And a great defensive play by Kat Warner as she just drives it off the legs of Danielle Morrow, who, that was an audible thump. We heard it up here, even through our headsets here. And Kathleen Warner, that ball was going deep if and Morrow didn't get in the way of that one.
And now we reached our last half of the second half of overtime, so our last fourth of the overtime periods. And Clarion has been outplayed by Lock Haven so far in both overtimes, is what it looks like.
And taking the ball now is Taylor. Taylor driving it in and takes Alyssa Spencer. Spencer kind of wobbles there and shrugs that one off. And a great play by Alyssa Spencer. Now Lock Haven will be taking their 11th 11th corner kick of the game here, and taking it here, and again one of the other dark corners here, and taking that will be Samantha Biondi. She crosses it in, and it misses everybody, and Lock Haven giving chase wide is Jamie Hunter, and we have a whistle and offsides. I believe that was the call here, and Clarion will take possession. So really another crisis averted. And Jason, you've seen since really that first corner kick that gave Clarion trouble, and they didn't give up the goal, and now we have a whistle and a foul on Clarion.
Free kick coming up for Lockhaven in very dangerous territory. They can just clear it in there, and maybe someone will get a header on there for Lockhaven to end the game.
And that is, against all, that's what everybody for Lockhaven hopes for, and everybody from Clarion hopes they don't do. And the shot right there. And the ball, Laura Saucel incredibly aggressive, but the ball going wide, and Laura Saucel,
she misplayed it.
And
left the net wide open.
She bunch of the grass as she got up there, and incredibly thankful there though. The ball just went wide there, and taking the ball will be for Clarion will be Meg Lawson. And the ball taken out there, and a skipper goes right back to a very low kick and a great settle there to get it to Hunter, and Hunter driving it in there and taking the ball now. Liz Ventura driving it down. She finds Tears of Blackstone. Blackstone trying to get all alone there and taken by Taylor Lundlum there, and Blackstone almost had a breakaway goal again. That's the second or third one she's had all night. Blackstone calling for the ball. She's onside and cleared out by Lock Haven, as we head inside. 2.5 minutes left here in overtime, and giving chase to that ball is Barr and Rhiannon Miller, and we will have a throw in for Clarion as we approach 2 minutes left in this half here. And Jason, it's been an exciting game here, as I keep on saying. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but Clarion down 2-0. They come back, cut the lead in half, and then they get the equalizer here. On really two, great plays, great effort plays here as Aubrey Monty chases, that is Danielle Morrow, into the corner, and we will have a throw in here for Clarion. Alyssa Spencer playing some great defense there, as coming up and playing on that back line, Mackenzie Stover, a forward, and has been played much of her career as a forward. Now on that back defensive line, because Coach Eaton getting a little short there on defenders with Casey Harsh being out, tearing her ACL last week at Bloomsburg. But really, the way the defense has played, a couple of miscues here and there, really, really playing a good job here. And Kat Warner taking a free kick there from the spot she did last time, and she's just got to have Dana Wozniak worried at this point, scared. And the ball bounces right up to Wozniak, and she is surrounded by white kits as she stands up with the ball there. And Clarion's trying to get back on defense now, as we are inside a minute here of playtime left at Memorial Stadium. And really, that kick had to scare Dana Wozniak. If I was Dana Wozniak, I'd be thinking, oh my gosh, not again. Because Kat Warner has really had such devastating power, again, from out there about 35 yards out. She perfectly placed a shot for Bonnell. And really, if the ball hadn't sailed on her a little bit on the kick, she would have had 3 white shirts there to surround Wozniak and perhaps get the go-ahead goal. As Clarion takes possession there, and Monty taking it, she drives it in, and she's looking for a shot there, looking for the foot of Irick, and Spencer will clear the ball in harmlessly there as Bonnell goes to the turf there. Spencer in, and we have a Lock Haven player down on the field here, and we will have an injury timeout here as Tears of Blackstone went high, and that was Aubrey Monty kind of just ran into the Lock Haven player here as she goes down. And Jason, you hate to see this, so close to the end of the game, and they got, say, 11 seconds left on the clock here, and really Clarion, looking around and just kind of saying, well, we had the chance, and right now, and you hate to see an injury,
Right.
If you're either side, obviously, for the player disadvantage, if you're Lock Haven, and then the momentum stopper if you are Clarion.
At this point, I don't believe it's going to really affect the game. I believe it's going to end in a 2-2 draw. Lock Haven's going to get the ball from the 10-yard line. They got to drive 90 yards in 11 seconds to even score a goal. But this game has been a game of mistakes by both teams, and that's what's led to us being here where we are tonight at 2-2. Mike, the two key mistakes by their goalkeeper, Lock Haven's goalkeeper, led to 2 Clarion goals. One key mistake by Clarion's defense has led to one of Lock Haven's goals. The other Lock Haven goal was just a beautiful shot, and so this game of mistakes has haunted both teams, and Clarion's got to be happy with this with the draw outcome, especially being down 2-0 early in the game, coming back, getting a nice second half. It looked like the girls just went out there and, like you said, they had fun the whole second half, and that's good to see for their last game of the year and their last 10 seconds in some of their careers here at Clarion University.
Speaking of careers there, going down on that play was Morgan Rogers, the senior defender there, as, like I said, she got the worst of both worlds, colliding with Monty and Blackstones. They're all three battling for that ball. So Wozniak taking the kick there kind of drives it low here as we creep up on 5 seconds here. And Lock Haven just drives the ball out of bounds, and that will do it here for this game. As the final buzzer sounds, folks, and we end this game. Such an exciting game here. We end in a tie, and Clarion seniors, they have to be happy. They were down 2-0, really, and then not even senior leadership, really. The youngsters on this team showed up and really got this game going for them, and then allowed them to play looser and be competitive here through not only the first 90, but then the second 40. So really, if you're looking at a whole 130-minute game, the seniors can't. They'd like to win, but I think they'll take the tie here as they end their home season here. So, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to CUTV tonight for this exciting game here at Memorial Stadium. I want to thank everybody who was downstairs for us, our fabulous director, Bree Lehman, our tech director, Britt Seahall, both seniors. So, signing off for the last time here at Memorial Stadium, for Jason Croft and everybody here at CUTV, I am Mike Friend. Have a great evening and a pleasant tomorrow.